हरि केरा मंजनी बसाया। कहे नानक आनंद हुआ सतगुरु मैं पाया। श्लोक महला तीजा परथाए साखी महापुरख बोल दे। सांझी सगल जहानै गुरमुख होए सो भो करे। अपना आप पछाणै गुर प्रसादी जीवत मरै। ता मन ही ते मन मानै। जिनको मन की प्रतीत नाही नानक से क्या कथैं ज्ञानै। महला तीजा गुरमुख चित्त न लायो अंत दुख पहुताए। अंदरों बाहरों अंधियां सुध ना काई पाए। पंडित तिनकी बरकती सब जगत खाए। जो रत्ते हर नाए जिन गुर कै शब्द सलाहिया हर स्यों रहे समाए। पंडित दूजे पाए बरकत ना होवई ना धन पल्लै पाए। पढ़ थके संतोख न आयो अन दिन जलत विहाए। कूक पुकार न चुकई ना संसा विचों जाए। नानक नाम विहूणिया मुँह काले उठ जाए। पौड़ी हर सज्जन मेल प्यारे मिल पंथ दसाई। जो हर दसै मित तिस हों बल जाई। गुण सांझी तिन स्यों करी हर नाम ध्याई। हर सेवी प्यारा नित सेव हर सुख पाई। बलिहारी सतगुर तिस जिन सोझी पाई। ਗੁਰਪਿਆਰੀ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀਓ, ਪਿਆਰ ਨਾਲ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਬਖਸ਼ੀ ਹੋਈ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਣੀ ਜੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮਾ ਸਤਿਗੁਰਾਂ ਨੇ ਅਪਾਰ ਰਹਿਮਤ ਦੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆ ਕੇ ਸੱਚਖੰਡ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਹਰਿਮੰਦਰ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਤੋਂ ਬਖਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ, ਜੋ ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਗੁਰੂ ਗ੍ਰੰਥ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਦੇ ਅੰਗ 647 ਤੇ ਸੁਭਾਇਮਾਨ ਹੈ। ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ ਹੈ ਭਈ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਮਗਰ ਪੈ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਟਾਈਮ ਵਿਅਰਥ ਨਾ ਕਰੋ। ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਕਰੋ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪਿਆ ਜਾ ਸਕੇ। ਕਰਮ ਕਾਂਡਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਅਮਰਦਾਸ ਜੀ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਪਵਿੱਤਰ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਪੰਡਤ ਸੀ ਉਹ ਗੁਰੂ ਘਰ ਦਾ ਵਿਰੋਧ ਕਰਦੇ ਸਨ ਤੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਨ ਕਿ ਗੁਰੂ ਕੋਲ ਨਾ ਜਾਓ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੀ ਜੁਗਤੀ ਦੱਸਾਂਗੇ। ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਸਮਝਾਇਆ, ਭਾਈ ਕਹੋ ਨਾਨਕ ਸਭ ਤੇਰੀ ਵਡਿਆਈ, ਕੋਈ ਨਾਉ ਨਾ ਜਾਣੇ ਮੇਰਾ। ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਹੈ ਉਹ ਸੱਚਾ ਸੁੱਚਾ ਉਪਦੇਸ਼ ਹੈ। ਉਹਦੇ ਤੇ ਚੱਲ ਕੇ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਜੀਵਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਰਮਾਤਮਾ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ। ਸੋ ਇਸੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਆਪ ਪਿਆਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੁਕਮਨਾਮੇ ਦੀ ਵਿਆਖਿਆ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਤੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੋਨਾਂ ਜ਼ਬਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਸ਼ਰਵਣ ਕਰਨੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਰਹਿਮਤ ਕਰਨ। So today's Hukamnama is blessing from Sachkhand Sri Harmandir Sahib, composition of Dhan Dhan Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj. Hukamnama is placed in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj on Ang 647. हुक्मनामा 647 अंक ते सुहायमान है। So in today's Hukamnama, Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj is addressing the problems in the society whereby the priests of the temple, like Pandits, priests of sacred places, they will mislead people for only reason to get donations from them. So Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, when he established the town of Goindwal Sahib, remember every Guru established a different town, set up a Gurdwara so that the divine practices can be implemented without any distraction. So in Goindwal Sahib, priests from the temples, they started objecting to Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj. They were even inciting people against Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, saying that Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj has opened the doors for all the caste and classes, whereby we shouldn't be dealing with the low class. We must remember Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, he conveyed and spread the message of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj that God created all the living beings, all the matter, and God abides in all. Where there were divisions in the society based on the caste and class, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj abolished them. And Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj had clearly said that anyone who wanted to see him first will sit in the same line, same queue as people from poor background, low classes, because in God's eye there is no class. God has created everyone and given them profession. Everyone has a task to do. Some people are sweepers or cleaners. It doesn't mean that God doesn't abide in them. And hence, disguising people from low class who are cleaner or doing small jobs is basically moving away from God. So this is the preaching of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. तू मेरा पिता तू है मेरा माता, तू मेरा बंधक तू मेरा पाता, तू मेरा राखा सबनी थाई तापो केहा काड़ा जियो. God, you are father and mother to everyone you have created. And we should all live like children of God, showing compassion and tolerance to each other around us. Then only we will be able to realize God and be acceptable to God. People dream of heaven, but they are full of ego and full of discrimination. Ego and discrimination is a blocker, is a stumbling block in realization of God and to find place in heaven. Any touch of ego, little bit of ego, is like a big, massive gate that helps us to enter God's court. So with little bit of ego, no one can enter palace of God. No one can enter the heaven. No one can enjoy God's heavenly presence. So when Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj opened the gates for people from all classes to sit at the same level, on the same floor, to have Guru da langar, to have food, and then they were ordered to see Guru. So if someone thinks he's from high class, doesn't want to sit with other people from other classes, then Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj refused to see that person. The Pandits, they did not like that, because Guru Maharaj also had stopped people going to pilgrimage, giving clear message that true pilgrimage is within the body, because God abides and dwells in this body. So if God lives in this body is temple of God. This body is a true place of pilgrimage, because this body has sacred pool within. Sunaya, again Guru Nanak Dev Ji's revelation. Guru Nanak Dev Ji revealed to the creation that God is within and God's temple and palace is within. The heaven is within this body. Sunaya, the verse from Japji Sahib. Sunaya mannaya man kita pao, antargat tirath mal nao. Antargat means within the body, within the mind. There is a tirath, there is a sacred shrine of God, sacred pool of God. When you listen to God's praises, accept them, walk in God's will with love, then sacred pool will be realized to you. You will live in God's presence. That is heaven. All the Pandits, their income was reducing because people stopped donating to them. Instead, they were coming to Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj for the peace of mind and for free advice. There was no charge. There was free kitchen for everyone who came. Also, there was free financial help available. Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, who was the Satguru of the Khalsa Panth, he not only liberated people in this life, also gave people eternity, blessed them with the Anand, the ecstasy, the supreme bliss. Because Guru was able to. So seeing the popularity of Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj, the Pandits, they started inciting hatred in the society. And Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj now addresses those Pandits. Same message is for us as well, because sometimes we get little bit of knowledge and we think we are Brahmgyani, we are great. We think we are Khalsas, very pure. And we start looking down upon other people. That's a bad news. That is paving way to hell. So therefore, we should remain grounded and listen to Guru's teaching. So message applies to us as well as it applied to the Pandits at that time. Parthaye ਸਾਖੀ ਮਹਾਪੁਰਖ ਬੋਲਦੇ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਸਗਲ ਜਹਾਨੈ. O Pandits, Guru Nanak Dev Ji, who was the Mahapurakh, the supreme being, manifestation of God, his teaching benefits all. And it applies to people from all the classes. Gurmukh hoye so po kare, अपना आप पछाणै. By being a Gurmukh, which means by following Guru's teaching, one is able to have self-realization. अपना आप पछाणै. Living in the will of the Guru and in fear that I should not disobey the Guru. That fear is called immaculate fear, whereby living in fear that I may disobey the Guru, that fear is our own protection, our own benefit. So Gurmukhs live in the fear of the Guru, and hence they are able to realize themselves. Self-realization means realization of God. Who is me? If I have to identify myself, I can identify myself with passport, with my name, with my birth certificate. But that identification is not permanent. My true identification is that I have been created by God. Without God, I can't function. Hence, this body, mind, my possessions, they all belong to God. Whereby one submits to God and lives in God's will. That is called self-realization. And in that state, there is bliss. आनंद पया मेरी माए सतगुरु मैं पाया. There is no ego. The selfishness leaves the mind. So one is free from lustful feelings, possessiveness, selfish nature, anger, greed, and most importantly, the pride. People who have realized themselves, they are utterly humble. They are accepting, they are tolerant. गुर प्रसादी जीवत मरै ता मन ही ते मन माने. But this state of salvation only comes through Guru's blessing. Gur Prasadi. And one remains Jivan Mukat, dead whilst alive, which simply means that one remains humble, grounded. Because when person has ego, that ego makes that person commit sins. Leaders who have powers, they end up starting wars, committing sin. And in their next life, they become beggars again. पेखारी ते राज करावे, राजा ते पेखारी. छिन में राव रंक को करई, राव रंक कर डारे. हर की गत न कोऊ जाने, जोगी जति तपी पछ हारे, अरबो लोग सियाने. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Maharaj enlightens us in Guru Granth Sahib's Bani. This is law of karma. With good karma, one becomes very highly placed, king or leader, emperor. But when that person forgets God after becoming the leader or emperor, then that person becomes beggar again in the following lives. This is called law of karma. So people should understand that. It's a very, very precious knowledge Guru Maharaj is giving us today. Gur Prasadi Jivat Mara, ਤਾਂ ਮਨ ਹੀ ਤੇ ਮਨ ਮਾਨੈ. When one effaces the ego with Guru's blessing, then one finds God within the mind. Within this mind, there is a presence of God. Man hi te man mana. Then mind becomes absolutely conciled with God, and mind is fully content. Needs nothing because there is a self accomplishment. One feels absolutely accomplished and fulfilled. जिनको मन की प्रतीत नाही, नानक से क्या कथै ज्ञान है. Pratit means faith. Those who do not have faith that God abides within the mind of everyone, they can talk about very, spiritual talks, but they mean nothing. What kind of knowledge is that when one is so selfish and full of arrogance? Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj reveals people recite religious scriptures, do all kind of rituals, but if they are still affected by lust, anger, greed, attachment, and ego, what use is that? They are wasting their time and wasting the time for others. The verse is, पाठ पढ़ियो अर वेद विचारियो निवल भुयंगम साधे पंच जनास्यों संग न छुटक्यो अधिक अहम बुध बाधे. प्यारे इन बिद मिल न जाई मैं किए कर्म अनेका हार पर्यो स्वामी के द्वारे दीजै बुध विवेका. Similarly, Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj reveals this body is filled with divine nectar because of presence of God. But the ignorant people lose it all because of their 5 passions: lust, anger, greed, possession, the possessive nature, attachments, greed, and arrogance. इस देही अंदर पंच चोर वसै, काम क्रोध लोभ मोह अहंकारा, अमृत लूटै मनमुख नहीं बूझै, कोई ना सुने पुकारा. It's made so simple for us. We have to pray to Guru that our 5 passions are under control and we can walk on the righteous path. So what is Gurmukh chit na layo, ant dukh pohta aaye. Those who do not become Gurmukh, do not pay any attention to Guru's teaching, they will suffer in the end. Following Babe and Sant, following rituals is so dangerous. Guru Maharaj is saying, only way to liberate is when you follow formless God, follow his teaching, which is captured in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. The other scriptures, they talk about God, talk about the righteous path. But righteous path, following righteous path, has one key fruit, that is compassion and humility. Without compassion, which means love, and humility, no one can reach God. Follow your scripture, whatever you're following, but look for the fruit. You should have that love for everyone and you should be humble. Without that, you have to pray to God. You're missing the trick. Andron baron andya sudna kai pai. So those who do not follow God's teaching, those who don't submit to God, they remain blinded and they do not realize God within themselves. Sudh means realization of God, where your mind is focused on God. Sudh na kai पाए, पंडित तिनकी बरकती सब जगत खाए, जो रते हर नाए. O Pandit, those who have immersed in God's love and are dedicated to serve God, because of them, this earth is sustained. In Sukhmani Bani, there is a verse, Har Simran, Prabh Simran Tari Sab Tarna. Har Simran Tari Sab Tarna, Simar Simar Har Karan Karna. हर सिमरन कियो सगल आकारा, हर सिमरन में आप निरंकारा. What it means is, God created the earth and the universe so that everyone can meditate and have self-realization, understand God is in everyone. But those people who recognize God is in everyone, it is because of them the earth is sustained. When everyone forgets God, when everyone will forget God, then creation will come to an end. This is truth. This is a revelation. There are so many disasters happening in the world today. And one of the reason is people have forgotten God. People have forgotten how to respect the nature. Because God lives in the nature. God lives in all of us. People don't respect each other. There are wars. There are conflicts going on through the world. It's not helping. Where there is conflict, there is no God. So absence of God causes these disasters to happen. It's very deep, but I've just touched the surface for all of us to understand why there are conflicts within the family. People seem to meditate, do their Amrit Vela or Nam Japna, but they still harbor envy against their own family members. People are jealous. The brothers and sisters, they fall out because of the inheritance. There's so much corruption in this world. People have forgotten God. People have forgotten to walk on the true path. And that is the reason for so many disasters happening in this world. So Guru Amardas Ji Maharaj is blessing those who are immersed in God's love. It is because of them this earth is being sustained. Otherwise, earth will disappear. Pandit duje pae barakat na hovei, na tan palle pae. Duje pae means love of material, love for other people besides God, which is called duality. खसम छोड़ दूजे लगे, डूबे से वंजारिया. Forsaking God and attaching to the material, one is ruined, is drowned. पढ़ थके संतोख न आयो, अंदिन जलत विहाय. And this way, in duality, people are losing away the golden opportunity of this human life to realize God. They are not able to accumulate the true wealth of God's devotion. They have lost contentment. Although they read scriptures, they seem to be meditating. But day and night, people are burning from within because of their ego, because of their jealousy, because of their hatred, because of their possessive nature. ਕੂਕ ਪੁਕਾਰ ਨਾ ਚੁੱਕੀ ਨਾ ਸੰਸਾ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਜਾਏ. Sansa means fears which come from doubts. So because of the doubt and ignorance, people are screaming. They are suffering in pain. Nanak naam vihoniya muh kale uth jaye. So without the name, without the devotion for God, one leaves this world with black face, or dishonored, and hence regrets. Paudi. In the Paudi Shabad, Guru Amardeep Singh Maharaj reveals, Har sajjan mel pyare mil panth dasai. Vaheguru, my God, I'm also living in this very corrupt world and I'm being distracted. I need your help. Please give me the company of those who adore you and who serve you. I will sacrifice myself to them. Jo har dasse mit tis hon bal jain. Gun sanji tin syon karin. Har naam te ain. So that in their company I practice your divine virtues of love, compassion. ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਗੁਣ ਸਾਂਝੇ ਕਰਾਂ, ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਤੇਰਾ ਨਾਮ ਜਪ ਸਕਾਂ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਬਖਸ਼, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਕਲਯੁਗ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਬੜਾ ਭਿਆਨਕ ਹੈ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਰੁਕਾਵਟਾਂ ਨੇ, ਉਹ ਰੁਕਾਵਟਾਂ ਦੂਰ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਣਗੀਆਂ ਜੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸਾਧ ਸੰਗਤ ਦੀ ਪ੍ਰਾਪਤੀ ਹੋਏਗੀ। ਹਰ ਸੇਵੀ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਨਿਤ ਸੇਵ ਹਰ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਈ। So in the association of your saints, your devotees, I will be inspired to serve you and abide in peace. Balihari Satguru Tis Jin Soji Pai. And Guru Amardeep Singh Maharaj concludes that I have met my true Guru, which means Guru Angad Dev Ji Maharaj, who was the successor of the founder Satguru, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. I have understood this teaching of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. This is how we meet the true Guru. ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਸ ਪ੍ਰਭੂ ਨੂੰ ਮਿਲਣਾ, ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਗਿਆਨ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ। So we must have the wisdom of Gurbani. Without wisdom of Gurbani, we cannot realize God. So Guru Maharaj is saying, I'm sacrificed to my Guru, the true Guru, all those who have blessed me with the wisdom of the Gurbani. And hence I have been able to realize God and I'm in bliss. ਆਨੰਦ ਪਿਆ ਮੇਰੀ ਮਾਏ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ ਮੈਂ ਪਾਇਆ। ਸੋ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਨ, ਇੰਨੀਆਂ ਬੇਨਤੀਆਂ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਨ ਕਰਨੀਆਂ, ਭੁੱਲਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਤਾਰਦੇ ਹੋਏ ਫਤਿਹ ਦੀ ਸਾਂਝ ਪਾਣੀ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਹਰ ਸੱਜਣ ਮੇਲ ਪਿਆਰੇ ਮਿਲ ਪੰਥ ਦਸਾਈ। ਜੋ ਹਰ ਦੱਸੇ ਮਿਤ ਤਿਸ ਹੋਂ ਬਲ ਜਾਈ। ਗੁਣ ਸਾਂਝੀ ਤਿਨ ਸਿਉ ਕਰੀ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਧਿਆਈ। ਹਰ ਸੇਵੀ ਪਿਆਰਾ ਨਿਤ ਸੇਵ ਹਰ ਸੁਖ ਪਾਈ। ਬਲਿਹਾਰੀ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਤਿਸ ਜਿਨ ਸੋਝੀ ਪਾਈ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।